If you are an affiliate marketer and you've ever wondered whether high-ticket affiliate marketing, which is affiliate marketing for high-ticket products, is the way to make large amounts of money quickly, then it might surprise you to hear my answer, which is not really. Not unless you do it in a specific way, the right way. Keep watching to find out more. Hi, my name is Naresh, and if this is your first time on my channel or any of my videos, then I'd like to warmly welcome you. I often post videos on my channel with all the tips and tricks and learnings that I have picked up over my years as an affiliate marketer. So if that sounds like the sort of thing that you might be interested in, then please click on the like and the subscribe button below so that you get notified every time I post a new video, right? With that said, let's get back to the question. Is high-ticket affiliate marketing really all that it's made out to be? Will it really help you as a person who's in the early stages of your affiliate marketing career to make large amounts of money quickly? Now, if you've spent any time at all in the affiliate marketing world, I'm almost certain that you would have come across messages like these, right? Make $1,000 in just one click, or high ticket $1,000 per sale affiliate programs you can join for free, $400 per sale, high ticket affiliate $5,000 daily, all this kind of stuff. And there's a lot of material out there which propagates the whole idea that high ticket affiliate marketing really is the way to go to make large amounts of money quickly. Yeah, and the myth that they propagate seems to be that it takes the same effort to sell high ticket courses or items as any other product, but you get many times the returns. So, why wouldn't you, make that effort for a high ticket? Because apparently you get the same kinds of returns, right? And the myth then goes on further to say, just send traffic to our done-for-you systems. We've set everything up for you. We've set up the funnels, we've set up the autoresponders, we've set up the sales pages, we've done everything for you. All you need to do is to send traffic and you can make huge commissions. We've done all the other work for you, right? And it sounds easy as pie because, somebody else has done everything. All you need to do is send traffic. And that is the myth that is being propagated. The reality, however, is a little different, because what they do not really bring out is that effort is only one part of the equation, right? You may, even if it is true, even if you accept that you need to make the same amount of effort and no more effort, for every effort you make, there is a response by the customer, right? Only then does the transaction become complete. For all your efforts, there needs to be an equivalent response from the customer. And that, I can tell you, is not the same for a low ticket item versus a high ticket item. Conversions are just not the same, because it stands to logic, right? If you had to purchase a $17 product vis-a-vis a $500 product, obviously, the response is going to be far different. I mean, the person is going to be much more hesitant. It's going to take a lot more to make that person actually go ahead and buy, right? So these are the different aspects of the reality, right? First of all, the myth goes that, look, if it's a low ticket item, you'll have to, sell like 10 times the amount. And here, if you make just one sale, you'll make the same amount of money. That's true. But it's also true that it's almost 10 times easier to sell that one product, right? Because it is so much more, it's so much more less risk. It's low risk, right? The second thing is, the conversion figures that they show you is not necessarily from cold traffic. I mean, you'll see a lot of these programs where they say, look, it's a very high converting program. It converts at almost 4%. It converts at almost 5% and so on. And then you automatically start making these calculations in your head and say, wow, if I send 100 people, then 5 people will buy and I'll make all that money. The conversion figures that they show you are not from the same kind of traffic that you would be sending, okay? Because they already have an audience that they have nurtured over years. It's there in their email list. Those are people who know them, like them, and trust them. So the kind of figures that they get with their audience is not likely to be the same kind of conversion figures that you will get with cold traffic that you send, right? And when they say just send traffic, everything else is taken care of, I think hidden in those 3 words is a lot of risk for you, because they tend to lose nothing. You are spending all that money, you are sending all the traffic. Their job starts when somebody has already entered the funnel, and then when somebody has actually purchased the product, right? So all the risk is on you. When you spend money on advertising to send the people there and to actually send it through the funnel and hope that a sale happens, the risk is really all on you. Done for you sounds attractive, but you never get to build your own business. This is the third aspect, right? In all of this, you remain the person who just brings somebody to their door and then leaves it at that. Where is your business? You make the commissions. If at all you're lucky, you will make some commissions, yes. But it is not a stable, sustainable business that you're building over there. Okay? Because in their systems, there is no provision for you to start building your list with all the traffic that you send. Okay? All that traffic gets captured by them and then it becomes their leads. And the fourth point is that ultimately, high ticket is great for scaling if you already have an audience. Therefore, in fact, this is pretty much the summary of all the other points. But for beginners, it is really not necessarily the best idea if you're going to be sending, especially if you're going to be using paid traffic to send, your people over there. You don't build up your business, your conversion rates are going to be low, and so it's not really a great idea to go out there and do this right at the beginning. Why is this like this? Why do customers behave in this particular manner? Now, for that, you need to really understand the psychology of buying a little bit. And I just want to spend the next couple of minutes trying to share with you the psychology of buying, right? Okay. So there was this person, in fact, there is this person called Seth Godin, who's considered to be like one of the doyens of internet marketing. He's like one of the wise old men of internet marketing. He's written many, many articles and come on many, many interviews and all. And he, at the end of all of that wisdom, has summarized it by saying this. He says, in internet marketing, the only two things that matter are trust and attention. Okay? If you get their trust and if you get their attention, that's pretty much all that there is to it. But hidden in those terms is a wealth of wisdom, right? So let me expand a little bit upon what he means. Okay? If you consider how people buy, okay, there are many factors, and I'm just going to take you through some of the key ones. First of all, this basically means that people will only buy from people that they know, like, and trust. See, in the initial days, when everything was new, people would generally follow, whatever link there was, and they'd go and they'd say, okay, let me try it out. If it's there, if it's up there as a website, or if it's up there as a page, then it must be pretty much true. But over years, people have started understanding that there are a lot of scamsters out there, that not everything is gospel, and they've become a little bit more cynical. They become more hardened consumers, they become more seasoned customers, and now they will only buy from people that they know, like, or trust. And this is even more so as the ticket size increases. As I said earlier, they may still be able to take a risk for a $10 product or a $17 product, because at the end of the day, it's not really much, even if it turns out to be really wrong. $17 is not a hit that is going to really impact them. But a $500 product, a $1,000 product, now these are products that can actually, if they go wrong with it, it's a big financial impact, right? So they are much, much more circumspect when it comes to this. So the key psychological lever that is to be used here to get people into the buying mode is to use something called micro commitment. And as I said earlier, $17 product, $10 product is not really considered to be much of a risk. And this is really the way to start getting people into that particular mode, which is for them to make a micro commitment, like a small commitment first, like a $7 or a $9 kind of an offering. And once they are in that mode, then the second psychological aspect kicks in, which is what I'm going to share with you right now. The second psychological aspect is that once they have bought from someone that, any product from someone, and they found some value in it, they are much more open to buying again, right? The tendency is to be consistent with our previous actions and to do what it takes to be right in our previous decision. We have this tendency to say, if you made a decision, then whatever you do later on, somewhere unconsciously you're trying to, either convince yourself or do the actions to make it a reality that your previous decision was right. We want to be right. Okay. So we always try and be consistent with what we've already done, or to be right, and do the things that are required to make our previous decision right. And this is what is called a consistency bias. And this is the second lever that we need to use, because once, as I said, once people have made a micro commitment and they've come into your world, once the consistency bias kicks in, then they are far more open to buying more things, right? The third psychological factor that we need to understand is people do like buying. It's not like they don't, because that's why so many things and products actually get sold on the internet. They do like buying. What they hate is being sold to. And again, this is something that has happened over a period of time because, more and more people have got the idea that, there are scammers out there and they do not want to be scammed. They don't want to appear fools. So they hate being sold to because unconsciously it feels like somebody is trying to fool them or somebody is trying to scam them. So the moment they feel a selling pressure, their walls go up. What we need to do is to find a way around these walls to lower the resistances and then to present something before them which looks like an opportunity rather than a pitch or a sell, right? And the best way to do this is to get them into the student mode. This is the trick followed by most of the top affiliate marketers today. And I'll tell you how it works. This system is called the ecosystem approach, okay? So this is how it works. I mean, like every other, approach, it starts off with an opt-in page, you send traffic there, and then people go through a funnel, right? There is a tripwire, which is a low ticket item, which is like a $7 or a $10 or a $17. And for that amount, that product seems like it's offering a ridiculous amount of value. It's almost stupid to say no. That's the kind of value that is offered. And it's deliberately designed like that because when the value equation is so high and the risk is so low, the chances are very high that that person will make that micro commitment, right? But once he makes that micro commitment and then he goes along the funnel, there are other upsells and there are other downsells. Upsells are other higher priced products and downsells are scaled down versions of the upsell. And as you encounter that, when that person is already in that buying mode, then the consistency bias kicks in. And that's where you become more open to buying some of these other things that are presented along the way as supplements, as additions to the core product to make it work even more effectively, right? So that's how it works. And then what happens is that the most advanced marketers then take you to a members area. So the tripwire that is being sold here is usually something like a course or a software that needs some training or whatever. But basically it's an excuse to get you into a members area where there are lessons, there is some coaching being given, some training being given, etc. And when the person goes there, that's when the third psychological shift happens, because now that person is not a prospect or a customer. When you're going through training that somebody is imparting you and somebody is teaching you, unconsciously you switch to a learner's mode. And when you're in a learner's mode, your receptivity to what the teacher is saying is far higher. Yeah, because we have this, cultural respect for teachers, right? In any culture across. So when somebody's teaching you, automatically you become far more receptive and you become far more ready to listen. And this is when a lot of recommendations are made, which are, recurring commission products. And then further along, once you're there in that person's world and now you have accepted that person unconsciously as your teacher, a little further along the way through emails or whatever is when they start inviting you to high ticket pitches. And this is really where the high ticket conversions that are being shown to you as being amazing converting products, the kind of high conversions are actually made like this. This is the way to sell high ticket items, right? Now, this is wonderful for an accomplished marketer who's got this entire setup and all of that. But as a beginner, there are some challenges that you will have to face, right? You may not have the authority or the expertise to actually set up coaching and to be training and all of that in that particular field at the moment, maybe or maybe not. You may not have the setup and the systems because that takes a lot of experience, a lot of expertise and a lot of money to be able to set up those systems and the way that it needs to be set up. And thirdly, even if you go by what the high ticket guys had said in the beginning, which is just send us, the traffic, we've got all the systems for you, you've got my authority, you can leverage my authority, they can say all of that. And even if you do that, they do not build your business. Even if you, make the commissions, they do not necessarily build your business. So really what you need is to be able to leverage somebody's authority or expertise, to be getting access to their setup and systems, and to get their support in building up your own business while all of the rest of this is happening, right? So leverage, access, and support is really what an ideal program should offer. And this is what the program that I'm about to share with you really offers in abundance, okay? This program is started by somebody called Wayne Crow. Now, Wayne has been around for about many years now. It's almost 15 years, 14, 15 years since he's been around. He's made over $15 million since then. In fact, it may probably be more. He's set up a wonderful system called the OSP Academy, which actually takes care of all the facts that we had discussed earlier, right? So what is OLSP? I mean, OLSP is a weird sounding name, right? So what exactly is it? Basically, it stands for One Lead System Pixel, which is a very technical kind of sounding name, but there's a reason why it's been named, because that's the way it functions. I'll share that with you in a minute. It is a fully built out learning ecosystem that you can leverage to make commissions and build your own business at the same time, as we discussed earlier. And the way it works is that in the beginning, there is a funnel that he's built out, what he calls a mega funnel. And you send people into that mega funnel, and then they are taken to this training area or the members area that we had shown you earlier. And in the training area, there are a lot of other recommendations and suggestions that are made in terms of tools and services that they're going to need in order to make this the system work. They're not mandatory. You can work without them, by the way, let me just be clear. But they are presented as opportunities for you to pick up if in case you want to fast track your success there. And so it's a mix of recurring commission products and MSIs, multiple streams of income, other products which are high ticket, mid ticket kind of products where you are remarketed those kinds of products, and so on. And there are also live trainings that are being held at regular intervals where Wayne brings on guests. And in these live trainings, at the end, obviously, there is a sort of a pitch made or an offer that is being presented, and so people can either choose to pick it up or not pick it up. That is entirely their choice. The way this works is that whenever you bring somebody into the system, as an affiliate or as a partner, when you bring somebody into the system, that person is cookied to you for life. And so for the rest of the lifetime of that customer within the OLSP system, whenever there is a purchase that person makes, or any sort of tool that he picks up or course that he picks up, you stand to make a commission out of it for the rest of that person's lifetime within the OLSP community. Okay, and it's a fully built out community with a lot of opportunities for that person to pick up stuff and for you to make commissions. So that's the beauty of this whole thing, right? Everything is done for you, including setting up your own business, right? So what are the highlights of OLSP Academy? The first is that the entry into the mega funnel is actually free. A lot of programs which are of similar kind actually, say that you have to pay a certain amount upfront in order to leverage that ecosystem. You don't have to pay that. The entry is into the mega funnel is free. The entry into the whole ecosystem is free, and you can become a partner for that for free without really having to pay an upfront, amount, straight away. There are paid higher levels, however, which I should tell you. And if you pay a certain amount, you do get taken to a higher level called the dominator level, where you stand to make more commissions, or higher percentages of commissions and higher amounts as commissions. But it is not mandatory, and even without that, you can actually leverage the system to make commissions of your own, right? So it's free. The second thing is there is in-depth training. That members area that I was talking about, there are 5 units of training there, and they tell you everything about, first of all, how to leverage the system to your complete advantage, teaching you all about the system itself. Then it also gives you training in terms of the best practices in affiliate marketing today, certain tools, how to drive traffic, and it's very, very valuable and very well put together in-depth training that every person goes through. So even for the training itself, it's really, really valuable. Yeah. The third thing is, as I said, there's an amazing ecosystem with a deep product range. So when you enter the funnel itself, there are products and offerings over there, but then there are other tools that are recommended inside. There are recurring commission tools. So you as a person, as a promoter of that, when you bring somebody into the system, there is a lot of opportunity for you to make money whenever the person that you brought in actually picks up anything from within the ecosystem. Okay. Fourth is recurring commissions, as I've already said. Now, as I said, there are trainings. The way it works is that there are some training videos that Wayne has put out, and as part of the training, he then makes certain recommendations or he makes certain suggestions. And then below that, immediately there are links that one can click on and pick up if they follow the suggestion given by Wayne in his training video. But the beauty of the system is that below that training, the link that is there will automatically be your link. Yeah, because that person is cookie to you. So the training is given by Wayne, but when somebody acts on that suggestion and picks up this thing through the link that is there, it's actually your link, and you tend to make a commission out of it. So you've literally got Wayne on hire for you. Okay. This is one of the most important things. A lot of programs out there where you read the testimonials, and many of the testimonials, if you look carefully, are actually saying things like, oh, it was wonderful, the training was very nice, the coach was very good, and it was such a warm feeling. And not too many people really talk about hardcore results. This community, you will find people who share hardcore results. They've made hard money, they've made hard cash. Some examples here, yeah? Somebody, and every time they do that, there is a congratulations message that is being put up. So somebody has reached the $30,000 milestone, somebody has reached a $47,000 milestone, and so on and so forth. And every day in the Facebook group, there is a post that Wayne puts up where he shares, it's a congratulatory message for all the people who've made commissions in the recent past, or in the previous day or the day before that, right? So massive congratulations to all the Dominators who made these commissions, and then there is a whole list, and every day there's a list. So clearly this is a community where a lot of people make a lot of money, right? And finally, one of the most compelling arguments in its favor, in my view, is that unlike a lot of other systems which then tell you, which give you some sort of a training for paid Facebook ads or paid Google ads, this focuses almost entirely on free traffic methods. And the focus is very high on free traffic methods. They'll tell you how to generate free traffic, through either through Facebook or through YouTube or a whole lot of other channels. Because they recognize that people who come into that system are people who are just starting out, and they may not always have the kind of money to blow up on or to spend on paid traffic to begin with. Paid traffic is great to scale up later on, but in the beginning stages, it's a bit of a challenge because it's a whole different expertise altogether, and that can be quite a challenge. So free traffic methods, and a lot of emphasis and a lot of training on free traffic is given all the time that you're there, right? And there are systems for turbocharging them. So if it's Facebook, if you get organic traffic from Facebook, they have some systems and mechanisms within OLSP that you can leverage to actually turbocharge and to actually bring in organic traffic at a much faster rate, because they learn, or they really know how the algorithm works, and they have figured out ways to use or leverage the algorithm in their favor, right? Now, this is the program that I wanted to tell you about. The question naturally arises, why should you join through my link? Now, unlike a lot of other people who will then say, look, if you join through my link, I'll give you 20 bonuses. Here's this course and there is that course. I personally do not believe that that is really very beneficial to you, firstly. If I have to share anything with you, I will share with you along the way through links and so on, through emails and so on. But to give you 20 courses at this point in time would really just be distracting you, because you will not know which way to go. So I really don't believe in doing that sort of a thing. What I will tell you is that all along the way, I will be sending you affiliate marketing training, but the kind of training that is absolutely on point, that you'll find totally relevant to what you're doing right now, or what you're doing within the OSP Academy, or then to take it forward, not just general training from anywhere else. I will also share with you some more free traffic methods. There are 3 other free traffic methods apart from what is being taught in OLSP that I will share with you. And again, recognizing what it takes to be an early stage marketer, because it wasn't so long back that I was one of the early stage marketers, and I know that I always was challenged when it came to budget. So I will be sharing with you what I call shoestring budget options, which are a lot of other options. There will be some tool options that are given within OLSP. If you can afford them, please do pick them up. That's great. But if you cannot, I will have certain options for you that are equally effective, and I will figure out ways in order to make them work for you. But then you can do it definitely at a much lower cost. So that was all about OLSP. I really do think, as I said before, that this is one of the best programs out there for you to get into and to start making money, and to really start getting those small wins or those medium-sized wins, so that you get your confidence back in the game. So do click on the link right below this. Join OLSP today with my link, and I'll see you inside, and I wish you all the best in your journey.